All right, welcome to Hoops Tracker. 1 week left. Jerry Howard, your host. Hoops Tracker, your source for Colorado basketball. Wow, we've had another phenomenal week of basketball. Can't wait. We've already got the Centennial League. Um, we already have the Centennial League uh, playoffs going on right now. One more week, man. It is fabulous. Let's jump into this because man, we have some crazy, crazy things going on here. All right. We're going to review this week's games, go over some rankings, some weekly standouts. Just, man, this is incredible. We are watching history in the making. Sienna Betts, already the number one all-time girls rebounder. She is 48 rebounds away from breaking the boys record too. Bree Crittenden on the women's side. She's already almost at 2,200 points. She is on track, and she's only a junior. She's on track to break 3,000 next year. Let's welcome Cade Speckman to the 1,000 Point Club from Lutheran. Cade just got it the other night against a big matchup against Lewis Palmer. Elijah Eschmeyer at Peak to Peak also joins the 1,000 Point Club. And then we have Brody Shepard at Yuma. Congratulations. Welcome to the club, guys. Huge, huge accomplishment. Cade is a junior. I believe Brody is also, but Elijah is a senior. His sister, Alex Eschmeyer, going to the McDonald's All-American game. Big things happening with the family. All right, 1,500 Point Club. Ethan Berninger from Dakota Ridge. Ethan just joins it. Tanner got it last week. Congratulations. Huge, huge accomplishment. I know that Cole Schur, he's over 1,800. I believe he's close to 19. We'll see as the week goes on. All right, let's jump into last week's games. Big Jeffco matchup at the 5A. You've got Green Mountain beating Conifer, taking care of business. Simon Lumsford, a sophomore, I believe, 21 points, huge game there. Erie, Longmont gives Erie all they can handle, but Erie pulls it out. Joey Foote, 18 points from Longmont. Gebhardt, also 18. Congratulations to those guys. Frederick goes to Horizon. Man, Noah Solowski, he's got 20 points. Boaz with 19. Ollie Frey for Frederick comes up with 16. But Horizon continues to roll. Watch this Horizon team. They're going to be dangerous in the playoffs. Holy Family at Broomfield, crosstown rivalry match. Broomfield takes care of business. Roman Elliott for Holy Family, 16 points. William Lapham for Broomfield, he gets 20. William continues to be one of the top players in the Northern Conference in that Granite League. Okay, Tuesday night. Not sure if this is an upset or not, but Ralston Valley goes to Valor. Game is tied, seconds left. Colsher pulls up, hits a three. Valor wins as time expires. Cole only had 15 points. Tanner Burketta was held to 9 points, but Caden Burketta, 25 points. And then for Valor, Ray Mendez has 17. Brady Winja has 16. Huge win for Valor. Launches them back up into the mix a little bit more in that upper echelon four. But man, huge, huge game. Colorado Academy, Peak to Peak takes care of business against Colorado Academy. That's where Elijah Eschmeyer got his 1,000 points. Congratulations. Strasburg comes up just short against Yuma. And like we were just talking about, Brady has a great game, pulls it out by 5. You look at these 3A teams, and that Patriot League is flat out loaded with talent. All right, you got Classical Academy down in the Springs, taking it to Sand Creek. Let's see here. And then Windsor Charter, a big, big win, 81-55 over Highland. Man, the only team Windsor Charter has lost to so far is Resurrection Christian, and they're on another these two teams in 3A are on another plane. They are killing it. Dayton Long, 23 points. Andrew Shams, 21. Now, Mountain Vista pulls out a victory over Regis by 1 point. Man, I love these close games. Cal Baskins has 16 points. Junker Oliver, 13. But Eric Fiedler, 19. Lucas Dickinson, 16. Regis comes up short again, but man, they are right there. That's why anyone in the top 10 can beat anybody else. Overland comes up short at Smoky Hill. Don't worry, there's a rematch coming this week. Eagle Crest beats Arapahoe 55-47. This game was really close. Anthony Nettles, 14-point. Chris Coleman, 10 points. He hit 2 critical threes in that fourth quarter. Garrett Barger with 10, but Ryan Premenke at Arapahoe comes up big, 16 points. Miles is held to 7 points for Arapahoe, but Ryan, man, hey, college coaches, you're looking for a big. This kid can play. He's a senior and he's unsigned. Denver South beats Northfield. Denver South is now second in the DPS, but DPS starts their league tournament this week. But Brody has 19, Christian Cobb has 19, and Damian Durden 17. So big game for Denver South. Nice to have Damian Durden back at full health. Thursday, Monarch steals one from Fairview, 63-60. Logan Laverty, 34 points. He drops on Fairview. Brown for Fairview has 27, but Monarch with the big, I would consider this an upset, given that Fairview and Broomfield were kind of tied for that second place in Granite. That's going to hurt Fairview going with their RPI going in the playoffs. Lutheran revenges a big matchup against Lewis Palmer, 63-40. That's where Caden Speckman got his 1,000 points. Green Mountain puts it on Golden. Now, everybody was talking about how good Golden is. Well, Golden has a couple losses. They've lost to Dakota Ridge. They've lost to Green Mountain. And Green Mountain shows why they're tough. And then Columbine comes up short. Ralston Valley, after that loss to Valor, they put it on Columbine. Tanner, Burketta, and Samson Wright both have 18. They held Cash Boykin to 4 points. So they really are focusing, getting ready for the playoffs. Last Friday, the Centennial League started their tournament. Resurrection Christian, big win up north against Highland. Valor beats Regis. Cole drops 41 points in that game. Brady Winja at 19. Eric Fiedler, 29. Lucas Dickinson at 16. Eric Fiedler and Cole continue to be some of the top players in Colorado basketball amongst all classifications. These guys are studly. Now, this is a big upset. Thunder Ridge beats Mountain Vista at home. Thunder Ridge freshman Sam dropped 17 points. Binu 18. Mountain Vista Cal Baskins had 18, but just wasn't enough. And Thunder Ridge steals one from Mountain Vista. That is huge. Denver South takes care of business against GW. Windsor Charter beats Yuma by 3 points, 75-72. Brody had 30 for Yuma, 33 points. Long had 23. Sham had 19 for Windsor Charter. And then Doherty beats Liberty. Elijah Mack, 19 points. Maddock Mortensen, 15. London Prater had 20. Cunningham had 14. But Doherty just put it on them. So, We've got A West really putting it on Fairview. You got Aspen in 4A beating Coleridge, putting them up in the upper echelon in the rankings. What a great, great week of basketball. We have 1 week left. Teams, there's DPS has their league tournament. Centennial is wrapping up their league tournament. So Tuesday night, a big northern matchup, Yuma at Resurrection Christian, Horizon at Longmont. You got Peak to Peak at Kent Denver, and a battle of top teams in 4A in the same league. You got Ralston Valley at Mountain Vista. You got Broomfield at Meade. You got some great teams. So that Broomfield Meade matchup, that is a big matchup to see who finishes. I believe if Broomfield finishes second, or Fairview or Meade, they're all right around the same. They're all right there. 5A, you got Stanley Lake at Golden. You got Buena Vista at Manitou for a big 3A matchup. Thursday night, semifinals of the Centennial League. You got Overland at Eagle Crest, Grandview at Smoky Hill. Congratulations to Coach Turk at Grandview. A lot of people counted them out early in the season, and here they are battling for, in the top 4 for the Centennial League, which is a brutal gauntlet. Hats off to Coach Anthony Harden. A lot of people were questioning the rankings. Smoky Hill finished number 2 in the Centennial League, and he's going through that grind, making sure that Smoky Hill will be ready for a playoff run. And then Kent Denver at Forge Christian, Jefferson Academy at Peak to Peak, another top 4A matchup. You got Vanguard at Salida, Windsor at Loveland. Windsor had that tough loss against Fossil Ridge over a week ago. And then Friday, 1A, Sierra Grande at Primero, big matchup there. Broomfield at Fairview, Broomfield and Fairview battling for second place in that Granite League. You got Vista at Chap, you got Montrose at Fruta, Horizon at Erie at Horizon, and Ralston Valley at A West. You also have Falcon at Mesa Ridge. All great games. Legacy at Boulder on Saturday, Durango at Fruta. If Fruta wins these 2 games on Friday, they win the league. They win the Western Slopes. They should. Nuclear at Plateau Valley, also a big 2A matchup. But what a great week in games. So where are we in the boys rankings, right? Ralston Valley was number 1. They lost to Valor. They dropped down to number 4. You got Rangeview, Eagle Crest, Valor all peaking at the right time. Ralston Valley only has 1 loss, though. So watch out. They're going to be dangerous. And then you got Shap. Regis just is struggling a little bit to win those key games, but don't count out Coach Shaw, because as the 3rd winningest coach in Colorado history, this guy knows how to win, and he's going to get them ready. You got Thunder Ridge with a big win over Mountain Vista. You got Horizon, Smoky Hill, welcome to the top 10. And then on the boys rankings at 5A, not a lot of movement there because everybody's winning. Mesa Ridge 1, Dakota Ridge 2, Lutheran 3, Windsor 4. You got Mullen, who's playing in that brutal Centennial League. They get to drop down to 5A. And then you got Discovery Canyon, Meade, Stanley Lake, Palmer, and Falcon. So with all of that, let's see where we're at in 4A. We have number 1 versus number 2 on Thursday night or Tuesday night. That is going to be a huge game on the boys' side. Cannot wait to see Caleb Fay go up against Elijah Eschmeyer and the Peak to Peak kids. You got Denver West at 3, Holy Family at 4. Remember, Holy Family's playing in a 4A, 5A, 6A league, and they are battle tested. Watch out. This team will be dangerous. You got Colorado Academy, you got TCA. Aspen is moving up, and you got Jefferson Academy, Cortez, and Lamar. Now at 3A, not too much movement, but you got Res, Forge, Windsor Charter, you got Strasburg, Centauri, Yuma. There are some top 10 matchups, especially in that Patriot League this week. And We can't wait to see where we're going. All right, couple things. We are 1 week away from the playoffs. We are going to be doing a show on Wednesday. We're going to be talking about the RPI rankings, how CHSAA does their rankings, how the seeding works. Be ready, check in, tune in for that show. And then next Sunday, we are going to be doing a big recruiting show. Seniors, parents, it's going to be informative. More coming up to sign up. There's only 100 slots for that, and it's free. We want to make sure, if you're a senior, what should you be doing right now to help with recruiting? Where should you be looking? What kind of offers do you have, etc.? So check out those 2 special edition shows coming up. We'll also next Sunday be announcing the playoffs, as CHSAA will be releasing the seeding, and we're going to take a review of what that's going to look like. Don't forget our prep writer show, Round the Table. We've been talking all season long. And here's the great thing, right? You're going to hear from all the different prep writers, who's where, what games are they covering, and who's standing out. This is important. So tune into that. Guys, if you got news, and share it. Parents, players, please send it our way. Thank you for the folks that alert us on, who's hitting 1,000 points, who's doing what, but we want to make sure we cover it. So all I can say, we're getting in the heat of it. Playoffs are going to start in a week. Everybody's wins are going to count. Now, when we talk about the seeding, and does one win make a difference in the RPI? And it could, depending on where you're at. If you're sitting down at number 38, 9, and 40, 41, that one win could launch you into the playoffs. So all we got to do is, we hope everyone's staying warm, be healthy, be there. Remember, HoopsTracker is your source for Colorado basketball. Also, the show, 25th anniversary of the show, All-Star Game. Got a great All-Star weekend planned. We're working on getting nominations for the rosters. If you got one, please send it in, DM us. And we look forward to seeing everybody. We hope everyone's safe. Have a great day and stay warm.